Oh, hello, great readers. I'm Belchan.
I'm Nimakung.
I'm Banchan.
In this class, I'll read to all of you a part of Ulysses.
As.
Ulysses. James Joyce. Chap. 6th Sec 2. Mr. Parr said. He might. Mr. Daedalus said. If he hadn't that squintropling him. Do you follow me? He closed his left eye. Martin Cunningham began to brush away crust crumbs from under his thighs. What is this? He said. In the name of God? Crumbs. Someone seems to have been making a picnic party here lately. Mr. Parr said. All raised their thighs and eyed with discover the multi in a slither of the seats. Mr. Daedalus, twisting his nose, frowned downward and said, Unless I'm greatly mistaken. What do you think? Martin. It struck me too. Martin Cunningham said. Mr. Bloom set his thigh down. Glad I took that bath. Feel my feet quite clean. But I wish Mrs. Fleming had darned these socks better. Mr. Daedalus sighed resignedly. After all, he said, it's the most natural thing in the world. Did Tom Kerning turn up? Martin Cunningham asked, twirling the peak of his beard gently. Yes, Mr. Bloom said. He's behind with Ned Lambert and Hines. And Quanny Clare himself. Mr. Parr asked. At the cemetery. Martin Cunningham said. I met Micah this morning. Mr. Bloom said. He said he'd try to come. The carriage halted short. What's wrong? We're stopped. Where are we? Mr. Bloom put his head out of the window. The Grand Canal. He said. Patrick's. Whooping cough they say it cures. Good job he never got it. Poor children. Doubles them up black and blue in convulsions. Shim really. Got off lightly with illnesses compared. Only measles. Flaxseed tea. Scarlatina. Influenza epidemics. Canvassing for death. Don't miss this chance. Doug's home over there. Paul Ethos. Be good to Ethos. Leopold. Is my last wish. Thy will be done. We obey them in the grave. A dying scroll. He took it to heart. Hind away. Quiet brute. Old men's dogs usually are. A raindrop spat on his hat. He drew back and saw an instant of sure sprayed out over the grey flags. Outward. Curious. Like through a colander. I thought it would. My bits were creaking, I remember now. The weather is changing. He said quietly. I pity it did not keep up fine. Martin Cunningham said. Wanted for the country. Mr. Parr said. There's the sun again coming out. Mr. Daedalus. Peering through his glasses towards the veiled sun. Hold a mute curse at the sky. It's as uncertain as a child's bottom. He said. We're off again. The carriage turned again, its stiff wheels in their trunks swayed gently. Martin Cunningham twirled more quickly the peak of his beard. Tom Kerning was immense last night, he said, and Paddy Leonard taking him off to his face. Well, draw him out. Martin, Mr. Parr said eagerly. Wait till you hear him. Simon. And Ben Dallard's singing of the Croppy Boy. Immense. Martin Cunningham said pompously. His singing of that simple ballad, Martin, is the most trenchant rendering I ever heard in the whole course of my experience. Trenchant, Mr. Parr said, laughing. He's dead nuts on that. And the retrospective arrangement. Did you read Den Dawson's speech? Martin Cunningham asked. I did not then. Mr. Didylis said. Where is it? In the paper this morning. Mr. Bloom took the paper from his inside pocket. That book I must change for her. No. No. Mr. Didylis said quickly. Later on, please. Mr. Bloom's glance travelled down the edge of the paper, scanning the disc. Alan. Command. They didn't. Twas it. Laurie. Darland. Beat. What beak is that? Is it the chap was in Crosby and Alleyne's? No. 16. Or bright. Inked characters fast fading on the free breaking paper. Thanks to the little flower. Sidley missed. To the inexpressible grief of his. Age 88 after a long and tedious illness. Man's mind. Quinlan. On his soul sweet Jesus have mercy. Hoping someday to meet him on high. I tore up the envelope. Yes. Where did I put her letter after I read it in the bath? He patted his waistcoat pocket. They're all right. Dear Henry fled. Before my patients are exhausted. National School. Meades Yard. The Hazard. Only 2 there now. Nodding. Full as a tick. Too much bone in their skulls. The other trotting round with a fur. An hour ago I was passing there. The Jervies raised their hats. A pointsman's back straightened itself upright suddenly against a tramway standard by Mr. Bloom's window. Couldn't they invent something automatic so that the wheel itself much handier? Well, but that fellow would lose his job then. Well, but then another fellow would get a job making the new invention. Ancient concert rooms. Nothing on there. A man in a buff suit with a crepe armlet. Not much grief there. Court of mourning. People in law perhaps. They went past the bleak pulpit of St. Mark's. Under the railway bridge. Past the Queen's Theatre. In silence. Hoardings. Eugene Stratton. Mrs. Bunman Palmer. Could I go to Sealy tonight? I wonder. I said I. Or the Lily of Killarney? Oster Grimes Upper Company. Big powerful change. With bright buzz for next week. Fun on the Bristol. Martin Cunningham could work up pass for the Geethie. Have to send a drink or two. As broad as it's long. He's coming in the afternoon. Her sons. Plasters. Sir Philip Crampton's memorial fountain bust. Who was he? How do you do? Martin Cunningham said, raising his palm to his brow in salute. He doesn't see us. Mr. Parr said. Yes. To be continued.